All right, let's do this. Do 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 do. Let's run a wacky worm at him. I like that good. Oh, that worm's up a little bit too high, though, I think. All right. We'll have to fix that. Try it that way. All right. Welcome in. Who's ever in? It looks like it's. Oh, Raven's in. Hi, you Raven. And Jeff's in. Hi, you guys. I'm running a wacky worm right now. So it's getting down to the end of my fishing season. So I thought I'd bring my good old trusty Glen Wick out. I like calling it the John Wick because it just kills everything that's full. Yep, I'm going to have to put some weight on that. It's just running way too high. Oh, let's go. Let's go down that. See if that helps. So my worm's just running all kinds of crazy. Yeah, let's go, guys. It's time to catch some steelhead. I know that they're in here. It's just a matter of if they're biting or not. But we're about to find out. We might end up having to fish a jig head on this today. But I did bring out my wacky worms. That's what I'm running right now. Okay, yeah, now it's good down. But this hole's notorious for snags, so. I just love this pole. So how's everybody doing today? It was pretty rainy on the coast. So uh, Raven picked out a bead that he's loved and he's had for a couple of years, and he's just been slaughtering them on them. Good going, Raven. The other thing I like about this pole is I can feel everything through it too. He takes this down, I'll know about it. I went out a little too far on that one, but I figured I'd just come out and throw up some beads and some worms and see what they would do. Some jigs. Looks like this is pretty much jiggy water though. But I wanted to show you guys something with the jig today too. Yeah, we're gonna have to bomber dog this the worm down through there. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to build a channel for you guys so that you can enjoy stuff like this. I'm going to be in California for the next 2 weeks, guys. So I leave out on Tuesday. And I'll be hitting the Smith River, the Trinity, quite a few rivers. Not fishing. I'm just going to go take a look at them, do some memory, walk down memory lane. Yeah, this is God sent adventures, but we are God sent deeds and yeah, now it's down there with them. God sent beads and lures. Sent. You do them all. And today I'm out fishing one of the new ones. Not new, but two things that we put together that are new. Yeah, see that worm's just dragging down there the wrong way. Well, now that I got them spooked up, let's go ahead and put on one of those jigs because this is just the running wacky like this. The water's just running it like crazy. So we'll do something different here. So Raven, how many fish have you got so far, brother? I think I saw three that I know of in this guy cut. and then we'll just run the jig on here because I got the same worm on it anyway. But I wanted to show you guys something too about the scent that we make. It'll help with these jigs for sure. All right, let's run the Killer Queen because then I know that they've been on the Magma on this river too. So we'll run the Killer Queen first, and then we'll start going to the Stinger jig. But I wanted to show something too. So we know that they've been on the shrimp, right? Oh, that thing don't have an eye left fly through. I'm not gonna fight with that. Let's see if this one's got it. Nope. Okay, so we'll go with okay, let's go with the hatch. Let's go with the hatch. This has been a lucky one too. So I always forget to show you guys the scent that we make. And when it comes to this jig fishing, that's going to be a pretty important thing because it's hard to get scent onto a jig, not unless you put it onto the bait, right? SCLED sled it. Welcome in, buddy. We're off doing some steelhead fishing right now. Yeah, the water's still, for 4 foot, it's still running pretty darn hard. Well, I'll tell you, that fishing water report wasn't exactly correct. But I'm tying on a hatch jig right now. And then I'm going to give it some shrimp scent. Because I know that they've been on the shrimp scent. Come on, get through there. Well, I'll tell you what, as you get older, my eyes are still good, but my fingers ain't following the way they're supposed to. Here, we'll go back around this way. So I just tied a fisherman's knot. That way I can untie it quickly too. But this is what I wanted to show you. So on a jig, usually we have so much fur and feather on it that we can't ever get a scent onto our jig without being water soluble. Well, we got that problem resolved, guys. This is one of our sticks that's got sand shrimp in it. I'm just simply going to apply that to this bead and to the back of this jig, and there you go. Because it's just like the old fly fisherman. It's just like the old fly fisherman. You rub that in there and you got your scent there, and it also keeps it all together. All right, let's see if this doesn't catch anything. And of course, I rub the scent onto my weight as well, too. All right, let's see if this one's going to work good. Jeff, thank you for that. I'll do some fishing if you guys will do some talking amongst yourselves. There we go. Get that out of there. Oh, yeah, that's down to the bottom. But you oh, yeah, that was in that bowl. Let's see if that doesn't produce anything. Yeah, as I thought. All right, let's try that again. Tell you, they really like this material at the end of this thing. That wasn't out all that far. Let it take it a little bit deeper this time. Yeah, I got out too far on that one. That's all right. Might be one out there too. Yeah, going by the rock. Yep, it drug all over that rock. Sometimes with a jig too, instead of just reeling it back in, if you let it feather out, just hold it, let it come swing across, they'll come and hit it too. But that's an old fat shrimp. It's working on them again. Let's see if we can get it tonight. I'm on the right spot now. I mean, that thing just buried. Okay, did not pick it up that time, so we'll put some more scent on. Eventually, we'll get that fish to stick. So, how's everybody doing today? Boy, I'll tell you what, we got quite a few people in there at one point. Thanks, everybody. I hope that you're enjoying this. I'll get you turned a little bit so you can watch the bobber come down because it got hit here in front of us. All right, let's see how it gets going. Yep. Got a bone on the bottom. Come on, good guarantee there. Like I said, this area is notorious for snags. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to lower you a little bit. You can do that. And this river's just not really all that deep. Right. Okay, now she's in the deep part. Let's see how she does. Right on the outside of that seam, still a little deep. All right, we'll bring her up a little bit because I just want to be just off that bottom. So instead of going my 6 inches, I think I'll go about 3. Okay, let's see what that is. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot better. I'll have to write that down to get both the shallow and the deep. So I followed this school, you guys. I was on them when they first got into the freshwater and then followed them all the way up to here now. And I've had some fun with them, so just a hair more. I'm getting trout bites, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's try that. Oops, I just hooked myself into the tree. That was bad as usual. Okay, look at that. Get on over to the tree guy. Feel slow. There we go. That was easy enough. Well, let's don't do that again. Oh, that's the crap that I. Alright, get out there. You don't think you did. Not going to happen. So eventually I'll have to get up to that upper part up there and go after him again. But let's go see what's out a little bit further, you guys. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining here too. It's been off and on on the coast today. It was just really a doozy. I mean, it was raining good. I mean, really good. Yeah, so it's running good through there. That's the problem with this hole. Notorious for snags and it's shallow that goes into a deep hole quick. So, trout bite. But since they're biting over there, might as well get you guys turned towards that way. Let's see here. Oh, Joshua, hiya. And hi back. Oh, good thing I forgot to check my drag. Come on, get in that deep hole and go to work. Get in that deep hole and go to work. All right, wait, what you do? That's the deal. Find your bottom and stay there. Pretty day out right now, though. Well, this is just like I said. I've been chasing with school for days and watching reports to find out where they've been. They should be traveling through here pretty good right now. If not here, they'll be up at Milk Creek for sure. But there, I can't let go live with you guys, so I figured I go live with you guys here. And that was a bobber down. Hopefully that showed on camera. Hopefully they're not short striking me like crazy. No, that's a rock. Same spot, right down just before. Okay, let's go a little further out. Okay, I think you guys can see that. This is where I got that good bite last time. The bobber's just working its way down. Imagine we got a wheel. All right, we're gonna let that one be, and we'll cast out a little bit further this time. But they do seem to like that magma. It's like everybody was saying that they were on that magma. which is the color of the bead, by the way. You're welcome. He was saying thank you for the friendship. Oh, come on, do that again. Okay. I'll get him eventually. Let's see, what was he saying? He was saying thank you for the friend. You met at the spot about a month ago. My friend bought some worms from you. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me this year. It's been a weird year, but that happens, you know. The fish were weird this year. That's just all there is to it. But then the weather, we're in the El Nino, so. All right. I hope that he hits it right where you guys can see that bobber, right? And I'll go ahead and reel down and stick it next time. See, I hate pulling it off of that seam, but it shallows up so much right there. But it is what it is. I think they're laying in that hole right there. Well, I know they're laying in that hole right there. So I've been doing quite a bit of work with these jigs, and I like them. I don't like them tied the way that I had them before, so we're going to start running them through the bead so that you guys can do that. I hope that you got to go in and watch the video that I did yesterday of how you guys can make your own jigs too now. So, and be interchangeable. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go back up to here. And it seems, oh, Joe's in. Hi, you love. And then Curtis is in. Hi, Kurt. And then I see Bill or Nick. Yeah, if you guys put your name in the comments, it's easier for me to read because they come up in color. And this is so small. Yep. Oh, okay, so somebody's going to be over Sunday morning. Are you going to be Upper River or Lower River? Because I am thinking about bringing up Bryce's hoodie on Sunday. So Joe and I are pretty busy right now because, like I said, I'm going to. That's pushed it out. I'm going to be taking a business trip into California and doing some adventuring too. Don't worry, guys. We'll get a good look at the Smith River. We'll get a good look at a few of them. But let's give this some more sap. That's what I put. Ah, there's what it's called. Where's she talking about? Right? Right. Which is rare with this spoon blade. It usually this blade this for a way this inline I really like it. I may have it on backwards. I do that occasionally. Wow. So Jess River shot up over a foot today. So ours is actually on the drop right now. It it rose about 6 inches and then just started dropping. So there's that. So I'm just going to apply my set to my weight, and then I'm going to apply, which this applicator is just awesome, you guys. It fits in your pocket, it fits in your tackle box. Don't have to worry about making a mess. Okay, let's see if that works. This one's the sand shrimp in a can. Literally, it's sand shrimp in a can. But the problem with that is that you get a lot more smaller fish to get active too. And I'd rather that steelhead hit it out of anger, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, let's get that out there. Go after. Yeah, see, my indicator's showing and I got tangled up again, which is unusual. I don't have to hold it down. Yeah, it was fine. But we'll just overhead toss it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right on the outside of that big tree. Come here, 50, 50, 50. Man, a jerk waiting on a jerk, and I can't even jerk right. That was a bite. That's bottom. All right. Well, at least I'm getting the strike too. Let's get it to come up a little bit higher for it. Well, we're down about 3 inches instead of 6. I usually do 6, but I don't want to do that big a swing in this hole. Oh, hitch by hitch. I saw that big old fish you caught, man. Congratulations, bro. Way to go. So I'm out doing the grind, Hitch. They don't take this jig all the way down, and we'll put a different one on. I'll go to that red one. That'll make it take it all the way. Yeah, see, I went through the same spot again and didn't get hit, so definitely a fish. All right, one more out further, and let's see what we can do with it. Oh, well, that dry's got to get tightened up a little. Oh, let's take it down here. All right, now we're in some deeper water, everybody. Let's see what happens. Oh, the big scene. Perfect jig water right there. Now I'm heading down to the big snaggy rock. But that is one thing I like about this one is it's shorter cast, right? You're doing the true 45 to 45. So, and then there's some other spots that I want to check out today too. So, but it is pretty here. And we're getting bit, so maybe we'll get one to stick. Okay, people. Come on, wave it in. I'll tell you what, that current is running real hard out there. Good thing I put that orange bead on top of it so I can see this sucker in the sun. Oh yeah, right through that channel. I'm gonna be a hero jerker on this one if he bites down there. All right, let's let that puppy sweep around. See if he comes over and whacks it. Nope, nothing doing. Let's try a different jig. That is one thing about jig fishing that I like. It's a lot easier to change a jig than it is a worm because all I got to do is go snip and on goes the next one. So I think we'll go ahead and run that Killer Queen this time. We'll run that red, white, and black on them. I just got to pop a hole in it. Let's go with this one. What do you guys think? I think we should run this one. This is that new, the one that I did the video on yesterday. This is actually that bead. So let's do that. And then I'll put some scent on it for you to show you guys how I do that too. All right. So I'm just going to do my fisherman's knot on here. Watch out for all the yarn trying to get up in there. I've had that issue. And I want that yarn down on the side. Should just wet it down, but I'm going to put the scent on it first. And then if they don't take this one, we'll probably tie a worm, stick a worm on the back of them. So fisherman's knot, run it back through. I usually hold it down at the eyeball, give her a wet. She's good. Okay. So now I definitely want this material to stick to the side, right? So it just so happens that I happen to have stuff to make it do that. Okay. And that is this. Now, instead of using the applicator, I'm just going to put some on my fingers and do it like the fly fishermen do it, right? And just to give it some water resoluble, and it's still got some scent, right? And then I'm going to take this and put it on the bead, like so, and like so. So now that should lay itself down, but while we got it all fluffy, I'll go ahead and toss this puppy out there and see what we get. It seems that they've been hitting me every time I put the fresh scent on, so. Okay, got it all entangled. So guys, I'm gonna actually have to be after Tuesday. I'll do my Monday night fishing report. But after Tuesday, we're gonna probably take the Godsent website down because I'm gonna be in California for a couple of weeks. So when I get back, I'll pop it back up real quick in case somebody needs some stuff, and then of course you can call me and I'll let you know where I'm at and all the rest of it. It's on the Google listing. It's got my phone number, so give me a call and I'll fill you in on what's going on. All right, nothing doing there. All right, let's swing a little bit, see if that doesn't get a bite. That is the one thing about a jig, you can let them swing. And this one's a little bit lighter, so we'll go ahead and lower it down a little bit more. Okay, I hooked something all right. Overhand's off. So see now, instead of this thing totally laying down because it has the wax on it, it's still sticking out to the sides, right? Which I like. Okay. This bead sort of split on me. That's my fault because I was being rough with it. But let's see what this does. Because we did the old fly fisherman thing on it. I love it when you guys talk amongst yourselves so I can do stuff like this. This is bad. I just love it, guys. I was going to say ASS. Okay. A little hard to get it through, but boy, I'll tell you what, that up close water was really good. Come on, get through there. Like that ripping line is still on. Go on. Go on, run down that thing. That's too dang deep. Oh, my. That's going down because I like that whole piece. Oh, yeah, that's it. Wind went in the water good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, that scent on there makes a big difference. And that eyeball's just glowing back at me, which is just another kill point. I like the way that that lays down on there. See, it gets hung up on the hook, but it's not just, it's hanging and wiggling in the water. That's what I like about it. I like that extra activity. All right, he might make it through here this time. We're getting tap, 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 and then going into the. Oh, I mean, if I was a steelhead, that's what I'd do. Him right up there. It's fine. Got current, he's got options with Sandy on him. Doesn't have to do a lot of work. Got a tail up, tail down, into a hole. Higher. I think we need to put a arm in on that. No bites on that one. Let's put it on. I like the way this looks with a worm end on it too. Going up there. Oh yeah. This guy up here. So it'll hold this worm on here because the shank is long enough, right? So let's put a worm on it, end on it, and get it out there wiggling and see what happens with that. Okay. All right, let's run that. Oh, scent. Another thing, more scent. Which of course we infuse our bait, so. Okay. So it looks like we're up to 8 people and 8 likes. Thank you guys. That's really cool. So you guys are hearing me okay, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, I just like the way it broadens out the shoulders on this. It broadens out the shoulders and brings it to the worm. I just like it. Just looks good. I would hope that the fish think the same thing. I hope that they're thinking that it's a Hellgemite or a baby eel come steal their eggs. Come on, nail that. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Don't make me do the fish cats. It ain't pretty. That's the bottle. Just the faces laying like that. Oh, this tighten you down, Brad. Oh, sure. That's the one I'm not worried. Cool, good. So anyway, so yeah, this is I'm gonna get one more day in, and guys, and then I'm gonna be wrapping up my steelhead season. I know that you guys will still be fishing them, but when I get back from California, I am definitely going to be going after springers. So you'll be seeing that. I'm going to go up and with a really good fishing buddy of mine that I've been fishing with for years now. We're going to go up and hit the Columbia and do some plunking for all those different types of fish that are coming through. Um, so you'll get that adventure. And then I'm going to do the redwoods too. I did it last time, but I did it on my phone. This time I'm going to use my GoPro. And go down to the Smith River where those where the forest meets the river for sure. That is one pretty area, you guys. You'll be liking that video. I'm on the inside of that rock this time. I'm doing a hero drift. I haven't seen anything down there for a while. Guaranteed. All right, guys. Well, it looks like I got the bites that I can get through here. I'll fly all the way over to the other side. I have not been there yet. Yeah, see, as this thing gets going, I'm telling you guys, it just really lays down well. I hope that you guys get some stuff and make these for yourselves because I'm really happy with it. Oh, what's the name of that worm? We haven't named it yet. It's just it's our nuclear pink and nuclear orange. So I guess we'll just call it the nuclear pink and orange worm. All right, Billichak, you have a good day, sir. Um, so yeah, we haven't really named it yet. You can just give me a holler. You can look up my telephone number and give me a call. And I do have quite a few here, so you guys can get some. No, I just started fishing in the afternoon. I'm gonna run up to Mill Creek and do some fishing up there. Because they're in between here and Mill Creek for sure, or at the hatchery. And I might go pull one out of the hatchery. I'm just not for sure if I want to do that or not. They made it up there. That's sort of their territory where they should be able to live, right, and do their thing. I've been up there and there's been lots of eggs on that shoreline too. But if I catch one, I'll get a picture of it for you guys. I mean, the river's literally perfect conditions today. I just got to find what they want. They're probably on a 12 millimeter bead. But I wanted to run jigs and worms at 'em just because I can. I've got fish in the freezer, so. And like I said, I'm going after springers. I'm saving that tag for that, right? I want a bunch of those. All right, let's do that other side of that shoreline and then we'll wrap it up, guys. Yeah, yeah. So it's I core shot this worm. Here, let me show you what it looks like. So I core shot this worm so that it's all really literally one piece. It's not two pieces, it's one piece. So we've got the orange tails and the pigtails. So I guess yeah, it's sort of half and half because that the orange will show through the pink too a little bit. So, but yeah, I guess you could call that a half and half. I do that so that the tails don't fall off, right? I hate that when I do the other. It's called a laminate, and they're just not consistent enough. That tail will come off, so I do a core shot on these. Yeah, so they're pretty much a half and half. The nuclear worm. Okay, Curtis, you named it. It's the nuclear worm. And then we'll just call it pigtail or orange tail, right? Why not? Simple. All right, let's hit that other shoreline. So they were on that hatch egg or that hash jig because I haven't even been touched with this one, but that's fine. Give them something different to look at and see what they do. Then I'll go back to that. Yeah, it's just cooking out there. Once you get it out in the current, man, it just holds. But I want that walking water, and there's a spot up at Mill Creek that has that. Actually, pretty much that whole run down through that park there is just walking water, and I know that they're there staging up because that's the hatchery's like a mile away. So I figured I'd go up there and work that for a while, but to try to get cameras and all the rest of that back in there, it's just not going to happen. And I just wanted to fill you guys in, that Monday night's report you guys are going to want to get. And I'll still be doing the Monday night fishing report from over there, though. Don't worry. I'll still be up on what's going on because I've got a feeling that this ocean's going to lay down next week and there's going to be some pretty monster links caught, you guys. I know the crabbing's going to get better for sure. So, okay, that was a bite. Surprised I missed that one. I think I need a bigger hook. All right. Yeah, he yanked all that down. But that's the nice thing about this. I can send it right back up. But I'm going to slow this down a little bit for him. I've got a bigger one. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the quarter now. This was the 8. Now I'm going to go to a quarter and see if he doesn't pick that up. I'm going to go to this bigger dude because that water's running pretty fast out there. So that is one nice thing about fishing this spot. I can tell if they were laid up and being still or if they were out in the current, right? Because this hole affords me that. It gives me that slow walking water, gives me some fast water, gives me a tail out. So it's a good place to start the day. So let me know. So let's see here. Okay, so is that Jeff saying that? Yeah, Jeff, you can't buy these. These are coming to you for free, brother. You've just been such an awesome brother this year. Thank you. And then you can really take them out and test them too. That's one thing about Jeff, you guys, he is a guide. So when I send stuff to him to be tested, I know it's getting tested right. He's working on the halo bead that we created for the Sandy. So he'll be working that bead this weekend, and we'll see what that does, because I know their river's just chuck full too. And congratulations to that young man that won that prize there, Jeff. You should tell everybody about that. But I think we'll save it for after you send all the pictures that Sea Beads, Kurt Schultz, and I got together and ran a whole box of beads up there so that those young men would have plenty of bait to fish with. Yeah, you don't want to go through and tithe? Why not? Probably because I'm yakking away. Oh, I know why. This has got a bigger eyelid on it. So yeah, so we'll probably get some of those pictures tonight, and then I'll tell that whole story. Right? I'll probably get on Monday night and get that whole story. So then don't forget that the Monday night guys, the fishing report will just be on Godsend Adventures. I was sort of prepared for what was to come, right? That's why I told you I was just gonna. And when I get back, we'll get back onto the Facebook and onto the YouTube, so you guys have every advantage of where we're at and what we're doing. There we go. All right, let's try this one with some scent on it, because they are definitely after that sand shrimp. Okay, get these tails laid out. Yeah, see, I like those wings like that. Telling you, something that they haven't seen. Okay, let's go get them. I got a feeling we're going to pull one out here this time. A little bit bigger. Okay. All right, let's go on down through and see if we pick this boy up. Oh, come on. Let's tighten her down again. Yes. I got my thumb on it, but it's just this line can be a little stubborn. Okay. Oh yeah. A little slower. Run it around the outside of that rock. It did tap the bottom once though, so I'm gonna have to lower it a little bit. Okay. Couple more cast guys, and if you got any questions for me, I'd love to answer it for you. And if I can't answer them, we got a really very experienced guide in here, you guys. So he says that he's retired, but once a guide, always a guide. And then I'm going to run up to Mill Creek and go do that run down through there. It's such a pretty run, you guys. I'll actually put my hip waders on to go do that one. So GHEOJ, welcome in. And I'm saying hi. Oh, come on. Yeah, I told you this. I got to change out this line. But this one doesn't get used very much, you guys. You know what? Not like it right. Let me go underhand with it. Get it going. There. There, definitely hit the bottom there. Oh, just in place. A little bit shallower in that faster water. Well, at least I got a couple of jerks in there. Well, listen, everybody, I really want to tell you, you know what? Thank you for your support through the steelhead season, and thanks for all the laughs and all the rest of that. And then we'll definitely be talking this Monday night, and then I'm off, and then in April I'm off again. But in between, I'm going to be back. I'll get the website up, and everybody will be cooking with that. So if you need something, you have tonight to order off of godsentfishing.net. You can go in and order something tonight. You can order something on Friday night and Saturday night. Monday, though, after the live, I'm going to shut that site down. So, and it'll just be temporary. You'll see it's just temporarily closed. And then when I get back and I can fill orders again, I'll reopen it that the night before, probably, or 2 nights before. But I figured by now, if you guys don't have your steelhead gear by now, you know, except for if it's new, right? It's just everybody's got what they need right now. So, because we are coming down to the end of the season. So, and then when I go to Hawaii, I'll make sure that everybody has their stuff for their Lingcod, all the rest of that, because I know who gets our Lingcod stuff from us. And I got a new mold coming too that you guys are going to be pretty interested in. All right, everybody. So this is God Sent Fishing. Happy hooking to everybody, and over and out. And thank you for joining us on this live. I had a great time with you all. Now I'm going to go try to catch fish.